The very first time I had eat a grilled cheese sandwich, and apparently the cheese and hot bread will cause a false positive.
Wait a minute. You ain't heard nothing yet.
And were you also drinking energy drinks such as Ghost and Powerade and?
Yes,
Okay.
I drink pre-workout.
And have you been drinking those drinks since then?
No,
And regarding the last violation of 2 diluted sample, what did they tell you about that?
that I drank too much water before taking the test, so it came out too diluted, and it was suspicious.
All right, Karen Garnica.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Mm.
All right, this is a motion to increase bond that's been filed by the state. We're going to go on the record. Court is calling NIMAG number 708742, State of Texas versus Karen Garnica. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Johnny Rodriguez, Office Garnica.
And are you Ms. Garnica?
Yes.
All right, the state has filed a motion to increase your bond. Defense, have you had a chance to review the motion?
I am, Your Honor.
And are you ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state, do you have any witnesses?
We don't have any witnesses, Judge. I just have argument based on the violation reports. This is the fourth violation report, Judge. And on the first page of my motion, there was a violation report.
Just one moment. Could you pull the violation report on Karen Garnica for me, please?
I have it, Judge.
Thank you. All right, state.
So, Your Honor, what we're asking for is for the bond to be raised to $100,000 with full house arrest GPS. The reason we're asking for that is this is the fourth violation report, Judge. On the first violation report, which was filed May 17th of 2023, the defendant was continued on ignition interlock. Just a little less than half a month later, on the 30th of May, there was a second violation report where the bond was increased from, I believe it was $35,000 to $50,000 and continued on ignition interlock. And then a month later, in June of 2023, there was a third violation report. The defendant was supposed to continue with no driving, in-home breathalyzer, and add drug and alcohol testing random. This is the fourth violation report, Judge, and so the reason for this violation report is non-compliance with the random drug and alcohol testing with diluted samples. So it appears to the state that the defendant is not complying with the conditions of her bond, so we're asking that her bond be raised. We're asking for the addition of the full house arrest GPS, Your Honor. This is, the code says you can set reasonable conditions of bond to protect the community, and so that's what we're asking for, Judge.
All right. Any objections to the court reviewing the violation reports, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So the court will note the first violation report. She was continued. That was signed by Judge Nahara, and that was on May 18th, 2023. And that violation report was due to the failure to enroll ignition interlock. Then the second violation report, which was signed by Judge Nahara, there was a bond increase of $50,000, and the issue was failure to enroll in ignition interlock. Then the third violation report was signed by Judge Nahara, and that was from June 22nd, 2023. And the issue was high BRAC readings. And so that was to continue with no driving, in-home breathalyzer, and drug and alcohol testing. And now we're here on the fourth violation report, and the issue is non-compliance with testing. All right, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. May I ask her? Yes, witness.
Sure. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand. Make sure you keep your voice up. State your name for the record.
Karen Garnica.
All right.
Ms.
Counsel.
Garnica, you heard the first violation about the ignition interlock. Can you tell us what was happening at that time?
I did not have a vehicle to install the interlock
And how was that?
because I have just crashed my truck.
And my understanding is that you had another vehicle under your name?
Yes, I did a favor to a friend, and I took out a car under my name, but he's the one paying all the bills.
So he paid the bills, insurance, and all that, and all that
Yes.
stuff?
I'm
So-
sorry, you're going to have to speak up and slow down. I can't understand your questions,
I'm
counsel.
saying that. So you don't drive that vehicle as well?
No,
So you haven't driven any vehicle since then, correct?
no.
And can you tell us what was happening at the time where the bond were raised to 50,000? When we went to the judge, and the bonds were raised to 50,000.
The second violation was also because I do not have a car and I couldn't install the internet.
And did you fix that?
Yes,
How did you fix it?
we gave me a portable breathalyzer
And when did they when did they give you the portable breathalyzer?
on June 10th.
And have you had any issues with that since then?
At the beginning, because I had never used one, so I didn't know certain foods and drinks will make it a false positive.
I'm sorry, what?
Because I didn't have experience with the breathalyzer, so I didn't know that certain foods and drinks would cause a false positive.
And what foods, drinks were you taking at the time?
The very first time I had eat a grilled cheese sandwich, and apparently the cheese and hot bread will cause a false positive.
And were you also drinking energy drinks such as Ghost and Powerade and?
Yes, I drank pre-workout.
Ed, have you been drinking those drinks since then?
No,
And regarding the last violation of 2 diluted sample, what did they tell you about that?
that I drank too much water before taking the test, so it came out too diluted, and it was suspicious.
Okay, and when did they tell you that?
February, and it was the very first time also I had taken the urine.
And
I'm sorry.
when did you do that?
No, she didn't hear what you said.
Okay, when did you take those drinks?
No. What you just said, repeat it.
Oh, the very first time when I took the UA, they told me I had drank too much water. On the 9th also, I believe it was 3 times.
Okay, and were there any consequences because of that?
No.
Did you have to come more
Oh,
than one
yes,
time?
I'm sorry, yes.
Did you have to come more than one time to San Antonio to be tested?
Yes, I'm testing weekly now,
Okay, when did that start?
on the 9th,
Okay, and are you currently working right now?
yes.
And where do you work at?
Marmoli Granito Nido,
How long have you worked in?
almost 4 years.
And what do you do with the money that you earn from your?
I help out with the rent and the bills at home,
How much do you pay for the rent yourself?
625,
And for the waters and utilities and electric, how much do you?
around like 150.
And what are you asking the court to do today?
To please keep things how we have them.
Why?
Because if I get in house arrest, I might lose my job and I won't be able to help out my parents with the rent.
Okay, and you haven't engaged in any criminal activities since then? Since you heard, Judge?
Oh, any questions?
Yes, ma'am. Hi, Ms. Garnica. My name is Hank Wilkins. I'm one of the prosecutors here. If I ask you anything that you don't understand, just let me know and I'll rephrase it. So where do you work?
Marmoli Granito Nido.
Is that, what is that?
MA, it's we sell granules for the countertops at home.
You sell granite?
Yes, marble quartzites, like for home.
Okay. So what is the name of it?
Marmol, MARMOLYGRANITO.
Okay. Okay. All right. And so you're saying your testimony to the court is that the false positives were due to a grilled cheese sandwich, energy drinks, and too much water.
Yes.
Okay. I pass the witness, Judge.
All right, any other questions?
Judge, so we have no more questions for the witness.
All right, the court will hear argument. State.
Your Honor, this is the 4th violation report. We believe this bond increase in the GPS full house arrest is necessary to protect the public. With the alleged offense is intoxication assault. These violations reports, I believe, show a continued behavior and also escalating behavior. And I don't find it particularly credible that grilled cheese sandwiches, energy drinks, and too much water caused all 4 of these violations, Your Honor. So that's why we're asking for the increase in the bond amount and the full house arrest GPS, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I would ask for the court to consider what the Ms. Garnica said. She said she didn't know. She ate a grilled sandwich, but most important, she said that she was drinking power drinks and energetic drinks as well. And those contain a derivative of alcohol. She stopped drinking those things. And concerning the interlocks, she had a portable device. She would finally issue one. She hasn't engaged in any criminal activity whatsoever. She has tried to remain as compliant as possible. I understand. I don't think this is the case where it's warranted to go with the orders that the state's asking. I will ask the court to keep it the same. I don't want her to lose her job her family depends on the job, and she's already going weekly, coming weekly to San Antonio for the testing. I think that should be enough. That's all I have.
All right, so state, wouldn't this be solved, the issues be solved with full house arrest?
True, Your Honor. Yep, that would work for me.
All right, what I'm seeing before me, counsel, is continued violations.
Judge, if I may,
Yes,
on the first two, Your Honor, there was a hearing, I believe with Judge Najera, but there was an issue with the court with the bias, went back and forth trying to get the bond. I don't think that those should be held against her. And the latest ones, hard drinks, stuff like that, she did admit that she didn't know about it, but now she knows about it. So I would ask for the court just to keep it the same, Your Honor. If she needs to come twice, 3 times a month, I think she's already coming once. I think that in itself, it's a sanction. I would take for her to lose her job, Your Honor.
all right, I'm gonna put her on full house arrest. I'm not gonna increase the bond. Is there anything else?
That's all I have, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Well, I mean, it's just-
Yes.
Thank you.
Either way, she's here to stay. Call up only